Okay, and so I use the apple cider vinegar instead. The next ingredients is 4 cloves of garlic, which I minced up. I can't talk. 2 to 4 teaspoons of grated ginger, which I had. 2 tablespoons. They said you can use sugar, honey, or brown sugar. I chose to use brown sugar. And then 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. That's the second ingredient I didn't have, but if you're used to making gravies and things like that, you know you can use flour as a substitute to thicken up your sauce. So I use flour instead. And then the last ingredient is a pinch of red pepper flakes. All right, so we're actually going to go ahead and get started. And what I'm going to do is start off just roughly chopping my bok choy. And if you don't know, bok choy is an Asian, I think they call it, no, that's probably something else. Never mind. But it's definitely an Asian ingredient. So you'll find it in a lot of Asian cooking. So I don't want to chop it up too much because I don't want it to like wilt a whole lot. I basically just want a nice, firm, crisp bite to it. So I want it to be kind of warm through, because you can eat, anybody who knows anything about cabbage and stuff like that, your leafy greens, you can eat them raw. And so whenever I'm fixing something like this, I like to make sure that I leave a bit of the crunch in there. And what you'll see I have here is my electric skillet, and this is an indoor grill. So I'm going to be using both of those today. I have this, it's a really thinly sliced chicken that I'm going to be putting on the grill. And it's non-stick, but I'm probably going to use a little bit of oil or a cooking spray. And I'm chopping up the bok choy because I want to use this bowl as my, because I always have what's called a trash bowl. So this bowl will act as my trash bowl. So as I'm going through and I'm prepping my veggies and I run across things that I don't want to eat, then I will put that in the trash bowl. So we're just gonna go ahead and chop, chop, chop. And this is I think the package said this is just like the regular bok choy. Normally what I get is the baby bok choy, and there's no, to me anyway, there's no difference in flavor. There's only difference in size. And so the baby bok choy is really good if you're going to do hot pot, because you can, fit more into your hot pot. So, but these obviously are a little larger and requires a little bit more chopping. And because of the fact that I don't want these to, like I said before, cook down to a wilt, when I start to cook my veggies and everything, these will probably go in maybe midway of the vegetables that have to cook a little longer. So now the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and chop some onion, and then I'm probably going to have to go get a something to put like the stuff that I'm cutting up, because I didn't think that far ahead. Knowing I needed something to put my chopped up veggies on, I didn't bring anything. I normally have like a plate. So again, these are just going to be just roughly chopped. I love onions, so I don't mind visible pieces. Some people, they like onion, but they don't want to see too much of it in their food. So for me, I'm okay with that. So I'm just going to slice and then probably cut like one more time down the middle. And then that's going to do it for my onion. I do have some broccoli here. I probably should have opened this one, because this one has the broccoli and the cauliflower. And I'm rushing to use these because, again, I was supposed to do the hot pot. And when I bought these, you know, my thought process was that they would be gone. But they've been in the fridge, and so now they're starting to brown. But they ain't got to look pretty for me, y'all. Everybody's invited to the party. So I don't want some little tidbits that's in there, though. So, and the reason I got a separate bag of broccoli, as you can see, there's not much broccoli in there. That's probably actually okay since this is just going to be me. So I'm just going to go ahead and just roughly chop these. Again, I like my vegetables when I'm doing something like this kind of chunky, because I don't want them to cook down and get like really soft and mushy. I'm a texture girl, as I've told y'all before, and I'm not a fan of mushy vegetables unless that's the way it's supposed to be, like mashed potatoes or something like that. So that's what I'm doing. And then I'm going to break for a second, go grab something to put these veggies in because I'm going to need the space on my cutting board. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I decided to get that. So I'm going to start transferring the veggies into. I just want to make sure that my bok choy is mostly separated. These other veggies I'm not really tripping on. About to lose. I got a runner. About to lose some on my table. Okay, and then we're going to scrape off the cutting board so that we can okay, so now we got that going on. I don't think I'm going to do the broccoli. I think I have enough. Okay, so I think the next thing is going to be, I want to do some bell pepper, but I don't know why I brought this whole bag out here. Let me rinse these off real quick. Okay, I'm back and I got my bell pepper here. So, this is real life, people, real life. I love these bell pepper, these because they call them snackables or something like that. And usually what I do is what I'm doing now. I go ahead and cut the ends off and cut them down the middle like this. And if I'm just gonna snack on them, then I'll cut them into quarters because to me any smaller is just ridiculous. But so I just cut them open. There's not really, you know, many seeds on the inside. So that's probably what I'm going to do now is just Just cut them open like that and then cut them one more time. Because, again, this is about the biggest piece. And that's, to me, if you're eating it with cream cheese or salad dressing or something like that, that's the perfect scooping size. In my opinion, anywho. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we are slicing these down. And again, we're going to throw them all in there. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and we are going to roughly chop our mushrooms. I think for these mushrooms, because these are oyster mushrooms, I think I'm going to leave these whole. I don't think I'm going to be bothered with cutting these up. I think they're the perfect size. See, so to me that doesn't make any sense to cut these up. Now, I do have these here, and these are king oyster mushrooms. And so I'm just going to take a few of these. Obviously, we're not going to use all of these, and that's what these look like. They're king oyster. And I don't know if you all know, you're not supposed to wash mushrooms because they're a fungus. You're supposed to wipe the mushrooms off, but these are organic and they have been cleaned. You can go ahead and you know, wipe them off if you like. For me, I'm not afraid of using, especially coming from the Asian market and they're organic. Being organic, there's a whole purpose behind that. So, but in general, mushrooms that you get from the store, the whole mushrooms, I see people cook in their cooking videos, washing the mushrooms off, and you're really not supposed to do that. You're just supposed to take a paper towel and you're supposed to, you know, knock the dirt off or whatever. So, just be mindful of that. And if you don't believe me, you can actually, you know, do the research. You know, to each his own. If you still, just like with the whole meat situation, some people, you know, wash their meat and some people don't. I'm one of those kind of people. I wash my meat. I have to wash my meat because it's been sitting in the, like say for example, the pork and the beef, it's been sitting in blood, and you know, you just want to wash your meat to get the cleanest possible product that you can cook. So I wash my meat off. But the mushrooms on the other hand, that's a completely different situation, because it's not really about the cleanliness. It's more about the ingredient itself and how it receives moisture. So this one, I'm actually going to go, give me a second, because these have dirt on the end and you have to cut the ends off. And I don't want to get dirt on my cutting board. So as I'm pulling this out, I just wanted to, you know, grab a few or whatever, and then, you know, cut the end off. And then that way the dirt is on the paper towel as opposed to my cutting board. So I'm just going to take this and just cut that off like that. And then what I'm going to do is just kind of shake, 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 and try to grab like these ones that are actually part of the mushroom. And then that way there's no dirt on the cutting board. I can put these here. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, and I said this is the meat. I have my veggies, and I'm not going to use a whole lot of this, but I do want to put it on. And it really, it's frozen, y'all. And I leave it frozen until I'm ready to use it, because of the fact that it doesn't take much for it to cook all the way through, because it's like super thin. I don't know if y'all have ever done hot pot and bought the meat, and it's like super thin. So I don't know if you can see that, how thin that is. So we're gonna leave that there, and I'm actually going to turn on the grill and turn on the electric skillet. I'm washing my hands because I did touch the chicken, and just to be, you know, clean and not worry about cross-contamination, because I am touching things. I want to make sure that I wash my hands. I got my paper towel, and we're gonna go ahead. I do have some olive oil here, but the olive oil is for the electric skillet. And I'm just going to go ahead and start everything out on high. As I said before, the electric skillet is non-stick, but I'm going to go ahead and spray it. And I'm not going to put the meat on just yet. I'm going to watch it. But what I am going to do is go ahead and, this is olive oil. So I'm going to go ahead and drizzle some of that into there. And go ahead and get that nice and coated. Get that nice and coated, and I am actually going to go ahead and just dump in the mushrooms first and let that go. Just break up the party a little bit. You don't want everybody hanging out, clinging to each other. And oh, the other thing is, I am not seasoning any of these ingredients because of the stir fry sauce. I think that it has enough seasoning in it all by itself, and there's just really no reason for me to do that. And this looks like a lot of food, it is, but you know, veggies kind of tend to you know, they hang around, but they're light. So even if you get full, they don't stick with you for very long. So okay, and so we're just gonna hold off on the bok choy for just a second. And we're just gonna let everybody just kind of hang out. And then we'll stir in just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and put the chicken on the grill. Maybe spray just one more time. And as it thaws and cooks, you know, if it doesn't pull apart, you know, it's okay, because you can go ahead and just stick it on there. And if it if it's sticking, like as it thaws out, you can pull it apart. So again, let me go and just rinse my hands real quick, and I'm gonna put this the ingredients that I don't need in the kitchen. Y'all see everything is cooking up quite nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and I need to spray the other side of the meat. And then I'm going to turn it down because it is up on high. And I turned it down all the way to low because, you know, of how thin the meat is. So, I mean, it's really almost done. Flopping chicken juice everywhere. Yeah, so we'll let that go for just a bit. So now I'm going to go ahead and put in my bok choy. Put this over here. Okay, we got that. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a stir, see what everybody is doing. And I'm using my electric skillet because I don't own a wok, but I do have one in my Amazon shopping cart right now. And I'm so excited because I really love stir fry. I like fixing a lot of different type of vegetable dishes. But this is the setup, you know, if I want to do something like that because I don't have a wok. And I think, to me, using a wok provides a completely different experience. So I can't wait to get it so that I can enjoy it. Because I definitely will be bringing you more cooking videos as I increase my my arsenal in as far as my cooking tools and stuff like that. Or like my grandmother used to say back in the day, cook vessels. I have a lot of appliances, like different appliances and stuff. And I do use them when I cook. I have them stored above my kitchen cabinet across the top because it's just, you know, it takes up a lot of space. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this off because really this is done and there's nothing else that needs to happen with it. I don't want it to get like super dried out. So I do think what I'm going to do is get another bowl and spoon some of this stir-fry sauce over the top of it. So I'm going to take the meat out and just put it all in here like this, and to keep it hydrated, I'm just gonna spoon some of this over it. y'all. Okay, so that's that. So I'll leave that to sit for a minute. So we're gonna go ahead and stir, stir, stir. We're almost done. I'm looking at the way that I gauge my vegetables. I look at the first mushrooms I put in there. So let me grab one of those and show you what I'm talking about. So this is gonna be what the oyster mushrooms are looking like right now. And then here's what the bok choy is looking like. So I want to just keep letting this go for a little bit. And so to kind of coat the veggies, which is the whole point of putting the, oh yeah, they're almost done. I'm going to have to turn this off and just let them kind of go with whatever heat is in the pan. But to coat the veggies, that's what the cornstarch is for. Or in my case, I used flour. So I'm not going to pour all of this, because again, I don't want soup. You know, I just want nicely coated veggies. So I'm gonna leave it on high for just a second so that the flavors can marry with the vegetables. So we're gonna let that go for a second, and I will be right back. Hello, 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 and I have finished cooking. So now I am here with the delectables, and I'm gonna go ahead and serve myself. The veggies look so yummy, everybody. So I'm just gonna get a little bit, and we're gonna talk a little bit. Y'all know I do mini mukbangs because I can't do regular mukbangs because I can't eat that much. So the chicken looks a little dry, but don't be deceived. It's just because of how thin the meat is sliced. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this out of the way. And everything looks so delicious. The bok choy is actually cooked exactly the way that I like it. And I really like the lightness of the stir-fry sauce. I do think that maybe I should have added a little bit more flour. I didn't add the same amount of flour as they asked for the cornstarch. So I think I should have added, because it's not cornstarch, I should have added maybe just a tad bit more flour to kind of thicken it up. But as you can see, the chicken is really easy. This is a butter knife, so it's really easy to cut, very thin. And again, I didn't season any of the ingredients because I wanted to taste everything. I wanted to be able to taste everything, and because of the fact that I was going to be using a stir-fry sauce. So, I love the earthiness of the mushrooms, and I'm absolutely in love with sesame oil. So anything that has sesame oil in it is really good. One of the things that I do, like say for example, if I'm fixing some the top ramen, I'll go ahead and use half of the seasoning packet, and I will actually boil the noodles in the veggie broth. And while the noodles are going in the bowl, what I'll do is I'll add a little bit of garlic, a little bit of the minced ginger. I'll add sesame oil and some sriracha sauce, and then half of the pack of the seasoning that comes with the top ramen. And the top ramen I usually get is they have a soy sauce flavor, they have a creamy chicken flavor, and then the other one, it's not the beef, it's not the chicken, I can't remember, it's the third one. So those are the three that I get because I enjoy them. So it's the soy sauce flavor, the creamy chicken flavor, and then there's one other one, I can't remember which one it is. But anyway, if I remember, I'll try to post a picture of it right here. But I like those three. So that's what I do. I do the minced garlic, minced ginger, a little soy sauce, and some sriracha. And then I only use enough broth to boil the noodles because I'm going to use everything that's in the pot. So once the noodles are done, then I just take everything that's in the pot and pour it into there, and then I stir it up. And let me tell you, the flavor of the noodles are awesome. So got my crunchy cauliflower and my crunchy broccoli. I love, and by me not cooking the veggies all the way till they're, you know, really soft, it makes for reheating this like another day, where maybe the veggies are softer than what they are, but they're not mushy. So if you were to cook them like longer and let them get soft, when you go to like heat this up for another day, then the vegetables are way too soft for me. I'm really loving this. So I want to know, what do you, first of all, do you do stir fry? You know, it doesn't matter how often. Do you enjoy, you know, cooking stir fry? And if you do, what do you put in your stir fry? Because I can do a stir fry with just veggies, no meat, and I'm good, because all the different types of mushrooms make up for not having animal protein in the stir fry. So what do you put in your stir fry? Leave me a comment below. Let me know, one, do you enjoy cooking stir fry? And if you do, what do you put in your stir fry? I love to know, because not everybody cook the same way. And even if you prepare the same dish, some of the ingredients might be different. Again, you know, I don't have a wok, but I'm definitely going to invest in one. And I can't wait till I get here, because I truly believe it's going to make the stir fry experience so much better. This is just an opportunity for me to come and chit chat with y'all, because I haven't done like a maybe like a lunchtime vlog or anything like that. I haven't done like any mini mukbangs or anything like that. So I had to do this meal, and I just figured, why not let y'all do it with me, right? I went to the dentist the other day. Let's say I went Thursday, and it was just my regular cleaning. But I don't know if y'all remember me telling you, because by me being vitamin deficient, it actually messes with, you know, my calcium level and stuff like that. So you're talking about bone density and, you know, the strength of your enamel and everything like that. Well, over the years, I've had teeth to actually break. Like I don't have the tooth anymore, because on this side, and I've told this story before, but the tooth cracked. Like it cracked going this way. So they had to break this side, because the way that my roots were going in, they were in like this, and then they were anchored. So they had to break this part of the tooth off and then go up in there after that root that was bent like that, in order to get that other side out. So because of the fact that I've had, you know, some issues with getting the nutrients and stuff that I needed, I'm much better now, but my teeth were, you know, were brittle and you know, and then plus two, y'all, I was a grinder. I don't grind anymore, but I was a grinder. And excuse me, I'm not concerned about cosmetic, but I'm gonna get something put in so that when I chew, I don't have to fix my food specifically a certain way so that I can chew. Because my bottom teeth on this side is not hitting up against anything. And because they pulled out, I still have the one on this side, but they pulled out the wisdom tooth on this side. And I have the one up here. So the wisdom tooth here and the wisdom tooth here is gone, but I still have these two. So, no fun. But what it's gonna do is gonna help me to be able to chew my food better. Because I mean, I can chew without a problem. It's just that I have to be conscious of where my food is. Because otherwise, it takes me a while to chew it because I don't have, teeth grinding it up for me. But, child, that's just something that comes with age. And, it is what it is. So, what you gonna do? But, all right, y'all. This was nice. And it's good. I think I'm probably gonna give me a little bit more. And then I'm gonna be good. But thank y'all so much for joining me. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And, if there's anything else you want to see, please let me know. We're going to get out of here. But y'all know we don't do so without saying, love yourself, love somebody else, and until next time, y'all take care. Bye.